My dear brothers and sisters, I welcome you all to the wonderful International Day of Yoga that is emerging this June 21st. I bring greetings to all of you from Swami Vivekananda Yoga Anusandhana Samsthan, a premier yoga institutions of renown. While yoga was confined to a small number of people in the country, we had the wonderful spread of yoga by Pujya Swami Ramdev ji. Then came the big quantum jump of spreading yoga by the International Day of Yoga by our Honorable Prime Minister Narendra Modi ji. And in his brilliant speech, he gave the most comprehensive definition of yoga. He said, yoga is not merely asanas or mere breathing practices, it's a way of life. I call that as the science of holistic living, a way by which the human beings can raise themselves from our normal level to great super divine human beings and contribute to the welfare of the whole society for the health, harmony, peace, love, and synergy. Such has been the grand vision of our ancient yoga masters, which was conveyed by our Honorable Prime Minister. Patanjali told that yoga is to gain mastery over the mind. While Patanjali gave the Ashtanga Yoga to achieve this mastery, whether it's through the foundations of Yama Niyama or Asana, Pranayama, Pratyahara, Dharana, Dhyana, Samadhi, the Bahiranga and the Antaranga Yoga, culminating in Samadhi. And Samadhi is a state of jump from our normal level of consciousness to the higher level of consciousness, in which there is much higher bliss that we experience, and there is a tremendous boost to our knowledge base and understanding of the universe around us, and there's great powers like probably extrasensory perceptions that start emerging, and freedom, greater freedom to gain mastery over the mind. Similarly, there are five layers called the Panchakosha, which are preventing this infinite power to manifest in human beings. Therefore, we have to purify each koshas. For that, we have Jnana Yoga, Raj Yoga, Bhakti Yoga, Karma Yoga to cleanse all these five koshas, and they start becoming transparent so that the power and all other things can be manifested in the human system. And this complete science is the one that was developed thousands of years back in our country. And Patanjali was a great master who was able to put forth in the form of a brilliant thesis in the form of Yoga Sutras of Patanjali. In 195 sutras, knit into four padas, four chapters, that is the Samadhi Pada, Sadhana Pada, Vibhuti Pada, and Kaivalya Pada. He brings out all these dimensions, and he gives techniques after techniques to do that things, and how people can consciously raise themselves to greater heights. You know. And depending on the person, each person can have his own way of doing this thing. There is no single way which will be adoptable to all the people. Therefore, he says, Yatabhimata Dhyanadva. You choose your own ways of meditation and do these things. Meditation is a way, asana, or pranayama, or mudras, or bandhas, or kriyas, or various methods of things, bhakti yoga, gnana yoga, raj yoga, karma yoga, anything you could take and see that we raise ourselves to the great heights. International Day of Yoga is a celebration of the practice of this holistic yoga in the form of a protocol, a practical thing that we have to do that. Initially, it was a 35 minutes protocol that we developed, and now we said, okay, all masters can add on their own special things after the 35, 40 minutes, and it can be even up to 1 hour. Therefore, there is a flexibility built into this system, the basic protocol, and we have the other dimensions. And therefore, we want to train large number of people thanks to Dr. Basu Reddy, Rajesh Kotejaji from the Ministry of Ayush and Balaji Desai National Institute of Yoga. The protocols have been founded, and we have training of protocol instructors. And the Yoga Certification Board started bringing the certification of people who are there throughout the country with non-formal education, and they have learned by themselves and through their own experiences. Such people also can be certified into the whole thing. So that's how the YCB came, and now it is growing more and more on this direction. Then our dream of Puja Swami Ramdevji was to bring yogasanas as a competitive sports, and we all worked hard and see that it comes into operation. And now the National Yogasana Sport Federation has been registered under the Ministry of Sports, and approval of the Sports Ministry has come. And then we have the International Yogasana Sports Federation, which also has been registered. And with the blessings of the Ministry of Sports and Youth Affairs, we are going to bring this to a large number of people in the country and all over the world. As most of you know, the youth, the youngsters want that competitive things to spread themselves. And what a pleasure and thrill to see the young children, young students doing fantastic asanas of the highest perfection, with such perfection of calmness of the mind and silencing of the mind and staying in the asana more and more with such perfection. It is a great pleasure and joy and thrill to see the people. And therefore, the whole system of asanas as a competitive sports is going to grow and spread as a profession to largest number of people in the country and all over the world. With that vision, the team headed by Puja Swami Ramdevji, we are going to grow more and more. And this International Day of Yoga is a wonderful opportunity for all people to join hands, and more people should practice all that. The Ministry of Ayush had the target of 20 crores last year. This year, the target is 30 crores, I was told. And throughout the country, in every nook and corner of the country, every district, every village, people should do the practice. And it has become a great opportunity for all people to do the practice, and the protocol should be practiced. It is all available in the website, and people can go there, learn them, practice them, and get the benefits. In these difficult days of corona spreading, as the COVID, the second phase, now the best possible way for prevention is the yoga dimension. Yoga keeps our immune system strong, healthy, and the billions of white blood cells which are there can throw away the coronavirus. And even if they are in millions, if not thousands, coronavirus are too small, and WBC can completely throw away these things. And we have the border security force in the nasal dimensions where we have the cells, and these cells also can ward off. And the recent researchers have shown that if you do Brahmari compared to the normal breathing, it is going to increase the nitrous oxide 15 times more than the normal breathing. Therefore, we request all people to do the Brahmari as a preventive measure, and morning, afternoon, evening, night, at least 4 times, about 27 rounds of Brahmari can work wonders. And we also had developed the protocols approved by the current Ministry of Ayush, the protocols for yoga, which also can be adopted. It's all available in the website, and the Ministry of Ayush has brought the special, drinks, the kada, the kashayas, which can be used for boosting the immune system. And therefore, I'm very confident with the use of yoga, the non-pharmacological approaches can boost our immune system and keep us healthy for a long time. And the growing curve of corona, growing curve of COVID can be brought down effectively in these difficult days where modern medical system has not yet developed the necessary treatment modalities for combating the corona. We have many preventive measures, many ways by which we can prevent by the vaccines that have started coming, and the government is making all effort to see that the vaccines will be available to more and more people. But we have the most cost-effective thing in yoga, and let this International Day of Yoga start off right now, and 100 days of the preliminary wisdom base shared by a large number of people by the Ministry of Ayush, Heartfulness Foundation, and Eshyasa has started bringing this wisdom base from all the yoga masters for the people every day for 100 days before June 21st. And that's what we want all people to follow. And I wish all the best, and particularly congratulate the Ministry of Sports for bringing this wonderful virtual dimension on May 1st, and also Ministry of Ayush for giving us the opportunity to spread yoga in a bigger way. Thank you very much. I wish you all the best, my dear brothers and sisters. Let us keep our immune system very strong and see that the curve of COVID is going to come down. Namaskar. Dhanyawad.